Hi, in this video, we will see how to paint with acrylic medium. This is the acrylic medium painting artwork. So for this, I have taken canvas sheet. This is A4 size canvas sheet. I have double taped on all four sides with transparent cello tape, and I've already made freehand artwork without using any grid. And also I've taken brushes, few of the brushes, like I'm going to use long handle brushes, flat brush and as well round brush. And also I'll use color mixing plate, and for acrylic paints, I'll take acrylic paints like this. Okay. And to clean the brush, to wipe the brush, I'll take water in one small cup. So in acrylic paints are also water soluble paints, but we don't use water, too much of water for mixing the acrylic paints. It's not like poster and watercolor, it is little bit different. Okay, why we are using like this means when you use more water consistency will be, if water consistency will be more, then once the paint get dried, at that time what happened, you can see some cracks. Okay, to reduce all these things we need to make sure color pigment content should be more. Okay. Now, if, for acrylic paint, what we'll do, we'll start from base color and eventually we'll get into the actual color. So base color, I'm going to take yellow color, lemon yellow color as base color. Cadmium yellow deep hue, I'll take as base color. So I'll take it in the color mixing plate. You can use base colors as lemon yellow or sky blue, like that, according to your reference choice. So this is cadmium yellow deep hue. So for this, I am going to add bit water. So I have added water to this. Now, once you have added water, you need to mix properly with the water. Completely, you need to mix it like this. So it has mixed properly. Okay. So good amount of color you need to take. Okay. Don't take little. Okay. Now from here I am going to paint completely with this color only. If if you feel graphite is more, then you can remove it with the molded eraser. Okay. Or you can use white paint as the thin layer. On top of that, you can go with the color, actual color. But here I'm not doing that. I'm directly adding the color. Be careful, this acrylic will dry fast. So where if you want to blend or if you want to make any corrections, you need to make within time. Okay. So every color will have its own drying time. Okay. According to that, you need to act. So I'm not using any easel. I'm just placing this art canvas on the flat surface. So if you want to use easel, you can use. Any flat brush you can use. Any long flat brush, 1 inch flat brush you can use. So I don't want any lines to be visible so that I am using in a other direction so that it will blend properly. There won't be any gaps. I can avoid the gaps also. Okay. So if I put more pressure, and color will come out. So I need to maintain the pressure here. So I'll clean this brush, wipe this brush. Now I'll take dry brush. This is dry brush. Okay. With the dry brush, I'll try to make it to dry. But don't put too much pressure on the canvas. You need to maintain the pressure. Now the lines are visible, dark lines. So we have to wait it to till it dry. Under the sellotape, little color will go so that you need to press a bit here and remove that color also. Okay. So we need to wait till it dry. So when acrylic paint mixed with water, the drying time will increases. Okay. In the acrylic paints, when we use acrylic paints, right? So what we will do, we will use few brushes for painting like this. After that, what happens, we'll leave like that only without cleaning it. Okay. So for cleaning purpose, first you just clean with normal water, clear water. After that, after completing complete artwork, okay, what you do is just put some soap water on this and clean it. And you need to dry it properly. Okay. Don't place brushes like this upside down. You should not place like this in any container or any box. Always it should be placed like this. This hair should face upside. Okay. So it will increases the lifetime of the brush. Okay. Now this is completely dried and little bit if you touch the surface it should be little bit wet. Okay, it should not like completely dried for the first layer. Okay, now I'll take filbert brush number 2. Filbert brush number 2. About the brushes we have made one video, you can check it out there. Okay, so I'll take crimson color. This is the crimson color. I'll take crimson. So I'm not going to mix any water for this color. This is the crimson I have taken. I am not going to mix any water. Directly I will be applying this color. So this side, this. If the color is not moving properly, then at that time you can add one drop of or two drops of water, not more than that. Okay. First, you need to capture the impression of the element. Okay. You should not keep on thinking about how detailing should be, okay, how perfect should be. Not that. You need to capture the impression and the depths in the artwork. So this is the depth I feel here, this side. So first I am doing the darker values. Now I'll take little bit of red color. I'll take little bit of Algerian crimson, little bit, not too much. So the darkness I want be increased more. Okay, and then take little bit of cadmium red hue. All these three colors I have taken. Crimson and Algerian crimson, both I have taken. Now this is Algerian crimson. I'll take little bit of Algerian crimson and red color. I'll mix it both like this. I'll apply here. I need little more Algerian crimson. And like this. Light touch of the crimson color, not too much. At the corners, you need to give the depth. You need to add the depth. And at the middle, we just blend it like this with the yellow color. So here we are using the background yellow color and we are trying to add it like this. We don't need any sharp, uh, sharp blendings and all. We need very smooth transitions, smooth blendings. So we will blend like this. Okay, that back yellow color should be visible here. This. And now I'll add one more layer. Whatever the sharpnesses are there or the lines when we are painting, Sometimes lines will form, that and all you need to blend like this. Here the transition should be very smooth. So I'll just move the color down like this. The roughness should be visible. Smooth roughness. So not hard roughness. Smooth roughness should be visible. Okay. Now I'll do this 7. So I'll take crimson and Algerian crimson, both the colors, and I'll mix it. Same brush, filbert brush number 2, I have taken. So with the same brush only, I'm applying this part also. So this is very smooth. So we don't need any roughness or rough blendings and all. You can directly add the smooth transition. So it's okay. Here we can completely make color first. Afterwards, with detailings and all we can do afterwards. Once it's get dried, color will get set. It doesn't mix up with the next colors, next layer colors. So that is the benefit in the acrylics. Okay. But in the poster and watercolor, what happens? Once the first layer is dried, even though first layer is dried, when you are applying the second layer, if you put little pressure, then the color will come out and it will get mixed up with the first, second layer color. So you should be very careful in watercolor and poster colors. But here it is not like that. Here we can take, once it is dried, it is dried, that's it. It will become like a plastic. And we can also call it as plastic colors. So this side I am applying the red hue. I'm not applying the crimson because this side is more visible to our eyes. That means it is exposed to the light. Okay. So according to that, here it needs highlights. Okay. So now I'll take yellow. I'll take little bit of yellow medium hue. I'll little bit of I'll take yellow medium hue and I'll mix it with red color. Little bit of reddish orange I need here. Okay. Yellow is visible, it's okay, not a problem because yellow should be visible actually because of highlight. Okay. There is no direct highlight like white color. White highlights are not there because it is hanging to the tree. Okay. Stem. What is when it is hanging to the stem, you need to observe that the stems or leaf shade will be there on the fruit. Okay, so you need to feel that story, what nature is telling to you. Okay, now I clean the brush, clean it properly, and wipe it. Water should not be there in the brush. We'll just take out little bit color here. This is the highlight value. To make the highlight value. So before it get dry only, you need to do this step. Very little color we have taken out. X. Okay. So down part it should be dark because our eyes can't see it properly, and also the shade of the branch will be there. And the upper part little bit it should be highlighted value. It should have highlighted value. Okay. Now I'll mix colors. Okay. I'll take ultramarine blue, ultramarine blue I'll take in this, and I'll use the same filbert brush only, brush number 2. Now I'll mix red. I'll take little bit of red and a little bit of ultramarine blue. I'll mix it with, mix both to get violet color. I need blue little more. Yes. Little bit of violet color we need. Yes. And now apply to the stem. Now I'll change the brush. Here I'll take round brush number 3. So this is the round brush number 3. I want to apply smoothly, so I have changed the brush. And which is on the fruit, it should look little dark. Okay. So I am increasing the layer on the branch, which is on the fruit. So only few colors only we can use to this type of art. If you are choosing more color palette for the artwork, then it will look little bit different. Okay, with less color palette, if you do, then it will look like this. Okay, so you can try with different colors and experiment on this. So you will also enjoy the process when you experiment the things in the arts. Okay. I'm holding my brush in tripod mode. How we hold the pencil. Same like that I'm holding. Here I need some smoothness. So I'll change my brush to 1. And take one brush number. In acrylic painting or in any medium, you need to know the usage of brushes, which part, what type of brush you need to use. I'll be increasing a little more color, darkness. So I'll take ultramarine blue. Already we have applied the violet color. So on top of that, I'm applying this violet color, blue color, ultramarine blue color I'm applying. I need it to be very deep. Like this. Okay. So now the part is dry. So I'll move to this part and I'll make it little more dark. So here I'm going to take flat brush. We have filbert brush number 6. So I'll take filbert brush and I'll use crimson color little more here. Little more crimson and I'm blending this part. And bit of violet. I'll take little bit of violet. Here I need like this. Like this value. We need to blend here. properly. The shadow value which we are giving. So again, I'll take violet color and little bit of purple color. Both the colors I'm mixing now. I'm using flat brush here to make this value. So when you are painting with acrylic paints, you should not get rush. Okay. So you need to wait layer by layer. Okay. Slowly it will start giving you the result. If you rush and if you think you are not doing well, then you are missing out the important values of the scale. Okay. Yes. Now I'll take crimson color and here the sharpness is more visible. Right? So I'll just blend with crimson color. This one. Like this. Crimson color. And now I'll take brush, round brush I'll take. Any round brush you can take. I'm taking liner brush. Little bit. And I'll use yellow color here to get the to show the value. Value scale is applicable for every type of painting. Okay, value scale and shadow is the main important study of the elements. Okay, you should not leave the value scale. Value scale states dark to the light, light to the dark. So I'm going to take round brush number 3. I'll add little bit of yellow value here to this. Okay. Now clean the brush. So we'll do the green color first. After that, we'll slowly give few more layers for the pomegranate. Okay. Now I'll take sap green. I'll take sap green to the palette. Cover with the sap green. I'll take round brush number 3 for painting the leaves. First, always apply the layer first. Afterwards, you can do the detailing. Color pigment should get first set or absorb in the canvas first. Okay. Without it get observed, you can't see the result. Okay. So you should not think about the result. You should have the approximate idea what result might be look like. But you should not wait for the result. Okay. Just apply and follow the procedure. Slowly the color pigment will shine when it starts drying and when canvas starts absorbing, the beauty will come out. Yeah. And this leaf I use mid green. I'll use mid green. Overlapping leaves if you are doing with overlapping leaves. Okay. So one should be in mid green and one should be in sap green. Then only that contrast will be seen perfectly. So this is the mid green. And eventually I'll increase the dark green value by mixing with violet. Here I will increase the value. Now I'll take little bit of brown color that is burnt sienna. I will take little bit of brown. So only for for this lake we need brown. So I'll add brown here. Okay. Now I'll take green. Now this needs green color needs to dry. Okay. Now we will move to the detailings on the fruit. This fruit. Okay, so we need yellows. I'll take lemon yellow to the color palette. Very little bit of lemon yellow. And I'll take bit of yellow ochre. This is yellow ochre. I'm making to the palette. Yellow ochre is look like muted yellow. Okay, so lemon yellow and gum beige. This colors, what happens is this will light up the shine. It will give give shine to our artwork. Okay. Take little bit cadmium yellow hue as well, lemon yellow. I'll mix both. Apply at the corners. Okay. So now I'll take little bit of crimson color, very little, and then add like this. Over layering is also not good. Okay, you should get control over the layers also. Within few layers, you try to make it look realistic way. Okay, don't give too many layers, which might spoil the art. So I'll take ultramarine blue and I'll mix it with red color. Take red and bit of ultramarine blue. Mix it with red color. And I'll add here. So the color is completed, element coloring is completed. Now we need background color. Okay. So I have chosen background color. I want it to be look orange. So you can have two options. One is you can use orange if you have direct orange like cadmium orange hue or permanent orange if you have, use it directly. If you don't have, mix colors. Okay, red, yellow, you can mix and you can get the color. So now I'm having cadmium orange. So I'll use it directly because this color is dark. So here I have making light. So it will go nicely. So and in this point of time, you should not add any water to it. Without adding water, you need to control color application. I'm using flat brush number 8. Can use round brush also. So I'll directly apply this color like this. So drying time little, it will take little more. Okay, because this is little bit of dark color. So this is the background. Just clean the brush. So one layer is enough for the background. Okay. So not needed too many layers. So what I said is you should not give too many layers. You don't keep on giving too many layers. It will what happened at one point of time the layer will come out. Okay, so you feel why it's coming out. What is the reason? Because you have given so many layers. Okay, so here I am giving the highlight values ये crimson color here. Like this. Yeah. Now at this stage we need purple color, purple or violet any color. Let's mix with ultramarine blue and red color if you have. So get the darker value here. So this is the flower in the pomegranate crown. Instead of using black value colors, can use purple color here. Purple or violet. Now I'll use white color. Usually we don't use white, but I'll use white color to give little highlights. Before that, I'll just give one more layer for the stem. So for that, I'll take red color. Red and ultramarine blue. Both the colors. This red and crimson. Both the colors. Ultramarine blue. This is the darker value. Okay. Now I'll apply. This layer is dried now. So again I'll apply one more layer here to get the smoothness. Sometimes what happen even in the canvas, okay, sometimes the canvas doesn't observe the color pigment properly. Okay, at that time we need to put little pressure on the canvas and pull the color layers. Then only that color will get settled on the canvas. Okay, sometimes it will happen. So when you are painting, if you felt the thing because of this. Now I'll take green and I'll add one more layer. Now you need to see the green color highlights. so this is a green color. Now I'll take little bit of violet. So in this leaves, there will be some line inside. Can use blue also, ultramarine blue if you do. Same brush, brush number 1. Yes. Okay. Now we are ready in dot for the fruit. Now I'll take crimson color and this away here. Okay. Now again I will take a little bit of crimson. Little bit of smooth transition I want. We can complete. See? Smooth transition. Okay. And I'll take a little bit of violet. And blend the violet so that the highlight will be visible. Okay. And I'm not drawing any borders. I'm just make blending the highlight and cast shadows. Is the core shadow value outside the pomegranate. Now I'll take white. White somewhere here I'll apply. White or silver you can use. Before it get dry, you need to use this white color because it needs to blend smoothly. Okay. So white gives that shine. So I prefer to use white in the final stages of the painting. Is the direct highlight in the this side fruit. Okay. We'll take white little more. And add very little you need to add. This is about acrylic painting, acrylic painting. So we have used limited layers. First layer is primary layer, which we have used yellow color, and on top of that we used orange. So background we have done with two layers. Okay. For the fruit work, we used crimson and we used the yellow background for the highlight, and also we used violet and purple colors. Okay. So this is the layering method. Now we can simply slowly can remove the tape to see the final output. We can do this step. When you are removing the tape, you have to be very much careful. Looks like this. After removing the After removing the tape, final output looks like this. So you try by yourself do it by yourself. You can still add any detailings if you want, you can add. Okay. And interrelate with the natural objects, natural elements, and you can do it. Thank you.